Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm so excited for because this is one of my favorite promotions that Scentsy offers, and it is Bring Back My Bar, friends. During the month of January 2022, Scentsy has re-released 25 of the top voted back retired scents that are going to be available during the month of January. This month is a little bit different, or this promotion rather is a little bit different, because not only did they release 25 of the top voted back retired Scentsy bars, but there's also Scentsy Club exclusive bars. So I will kind of touch on what Scentsy Club exclusive bars are also available, but I'm gonna do a separate video on those because I did order them, even though there are a couple that I was like, I know that I don't care. One particular scent I know I don't care for. Not that I hate it or anything like that. I know I don't care for it, but there is one bar in this grouping that we're going to talk about today that I would have put money on, that I was like, I remember smelling it and I remember not liking it, but guess what? I don't know if something changed in my sniffer. I don't know if the formulation changed. I don't know what changed, but I actually like it. We're going to talk about that. But so I decided to go ahead and order all of the Scentsy Club exclusive bars. That way I can do a little sniff session with you guys. It's it's 10 fragrances that are available to Scentsy Club subscribers exclusively. So you can't purchase them individually like an individual order like you normally would. You do have to have a Scentsy Club subscription, and it doesn't have to be existing. You can set up a brand new one if any of those Scentsy Club exclusive bars are what you're interested in, but they are only available through the subscription service that Scentsy does offer. So, but I've got those bars coming, so we'll sit down and do a little sniff session together when those bars come in. Hopefully it'll be in the next week or two, so look forward to that. Like I said, I'll go over and tell you what bars are available through there, just in case you are familiar with any of those scents and you're like, yeah, that's right, I want to add those. You can do that now, but I am gonna go ahead and do a little sniff session with you guys when those bars come in, because this video is going to be long enough because I have 25 scents that are sitting here in front of me that we are going to go through and have a little sniff session together. Now, in case you are newer to Scentsy, I love this promotion that they do. It's called Bring Back My Bar, as you already know by the title of this video, and since I've already mentioned it. And what that is, Scentsy does this promotion twice a year, and they give us the opportunity, everyone, not just consultants, everyone. If you have internet access, you are able to go on, you can get on your phone, your tablet, laptop, computer, whatever. If you have internet access, you can go onto the Scentsy website, you can go onto your consultant's website, my website, 75 consultants' websites. It doesn't actually matter. You can go onto the website and you are able to cast your votes for retired fragrances that you want to see come back. Some of them maybe you've heard about, but you've never had a chance to try. Maybe some you've never even heard of that you read the description, you're like, yeah, that sounds good, I'll go ahead and vote for that. You can vote 5 times, and I think it's every 5 minutes. And at the end of, usually it's like a week, but I think this last go around it was like 3 days. And so the scents that get the most votes are brought back for the Bring Back My Bar month, and you are able to get a chance to maybe try some oldies that maybe you hadn't tried, or maybe some that you know you love and you're like, yes, adding that to my club immediately, which there are a few here that are definitely gonna be making their way into my club, because either I missed the boat or it wasn't around when Scentsy Club was a thing. It's amazing. So like I said, we are already 4 minutes in and we haven't even started talking about these scents. So there are 25 scents that are available for Bring Back My Bar as an individual order. In totality, there are 35 Bring Back My Bar fragrances that they brought back. Scentsy's never done that before. It's usually just been, actually back when I first started, it was 20 cents, and then they're like, surprise, we'll do 5 extra. So they've been doing 25 cents pretty much for the last few years, but this time they're doing 35, and I am so here for it. Even if some of them you can't order individually, you do have to add to your club, but some of those that are available through club exclusively are definitely club worthy. So let's go ahead and get started, because we have 25 scents to sniff through. let's get started. I typically like to do this before before the promotion actually launches. That way you can make your lists and you can be ready to order. And I wasn't able to get it done before, but that's okay. We're still the first week of January and these scents are going to be available through this month. I say that with a little bit of hesitation because technically it is while supplies last, but I can't even tell you the last Bring Back My Bar we had where we ran out of scents like during the promotion month. So I think we'll be okay. I think there were like once or twice when it was like the last couple of days of the month, there were some scents that went out of stock, but I think we're gonna be okay here. Scentsy's done really an amazing job with preparing for these types of promotions. So I think we should be good. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the first that we're going to talk about is Ambrosia. One thing I will say, this is not a first sniffs. I'll probably call this just like my Bring Back My Bar sniff session, but because while I was recovering from surgery, I went ahead and spent over an hour with my VIP group. We went through and we sniffed through them together. So this isn't my first sniffs, but needless to say, it's still a sniff session and it's amazing. So the first scent we're going to talk about is Ambrosia. This is really nice. It's fun and fruity. If you like fruity scents, if you like kind of fruit punch scents, I feel like you'll really like this. It is tart. It is sweet. It's very fruit punchy to me. Very fruit punchy. So that's such a technical term, right? Let me tell you what Scentsy actually describes this as. The sweetest fruit salad ever. Tropical pineapple, mandarin orange slices, juicy pears, and ripe Concord grapes with hints of jam and fruit nectar. Okay, I am not one for grape scents. If you are, this is gonna be the Bring Back My Bar for you. I will tell you that much, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, typically I don't love grape scents. I don't smell any grape in this. I really don't. It smells like fruit punch. It's a type of fruit punch, I feel like. But it's not super forward with the pineapple. It's not super forward with the mandarin orange slices, not super forward with the pear. It's just like this beautiful combination that it's just a fruity, it's just a fruity concoction. It smells like a fruity concoction. Very much like fruit punch. If you like fruit punch scents, I think you'll really like this. So that is Ambrosia and my opinions on that. So next one, this one I feel like there's a lot of people, this scent gets a lot of flack. A lot of flack in that pretty much whenever it's available to be voted back, it's always voted back, but for good reason. So this is banana nut bread, and this legit smells like banana nut bread. And this is kind of a sentimental scent. This scent is pretty much what brought Scentsy to what it is today. This is the scent that our co-CEOs are Heidi and Orville, and Orville brought this scent home to Heidi and said, hey, here's this idea, here's this company, blah, blah, blah. Check this scent out. Tell me what you think. She loved it. She warmed it. I think it was like the next day. Orville comes home from work and he legit thought that there was banana nut bread and they were both sold because of the scent. So I feel like you have to love this. You don't have to love this scent, obviously, but if you love bakery scents, if you love the smell of banana nut bread, you are gonna love this. You smell the banana, you smell that warm bakery element that's so comforting. It really does smell fresh out of the oven banana nut bread. So good. They nailed it. So banana nut bread. And I say that this is kind of a controversial scent. Controversial, I don't know, it's controversial, but some people get upset because this does get voted back so much. But for good reason, because it is really, really good. And what we have to keep in mind is that not everyone has been hanging around with Scentsy for a long time. Some people are just getting introduced to it. There are some amazing favorites in this lineup that are already in my club. This is one of them. But just because it's in my club doesn't mean that everyone has a chance to try it. So I am glad that they are able to, that's kind of the point of this Bring Back My Bar promotion, right? So that way people who are newer to Scentsy have a chance to try out some scents that they didn't have a chance to try when it was originally available. So, it is what it is. So banana nut bread, fantastic. Scentsy describes this as right from the oven with ripe bananas, nuts, and spices. 100%, and it's so good. Okay, if you love bananas, if you love bananas, this is your Bring Back My Bar promotion, because I think we have every banana scent that we've ever had in this lineup. Banana berry, we have banana berry. This is a fun one because you've got the red label and it's actually a yellow wax. This one actually was in my club. I think it's gonna go back in my club. And this one is another one that was a little bit, got people talking a little bit, because this one was available during Easter, during our like Easter collection. And so some people are like, this wasn't supposed to be voted back, blah, blah, blah. But what are we gonna do? This smells like strawberries and bananas. It's really fun, really fruity, really nice. It's definitely banana forward, but you have the sweetness of the strawberry coming through. It's strawberries and bananas. Sean goes bananas for this. He loves this scent so much. So this actually was in my club. I did remove it from my club just because I have to go through and do Scentsy Club edits from time to time. I cue the dramatics because we're in a transition month, which means it is time for Scentsy Club edits. I will do that with you guys, so look forward to that video in the next like week or so. But this may get added back to my club, just depending on what kind of damage I do to my club with everything else going on. So, but banana berry is strawberries and bananas. So let me tell you what Scentsy says about banana berry. Described as lusciously sweet banana cream layered with succulent strawberries. Strawberries and bananas. And it's so good. It really is a really good scent. If you're like, I don't need the bakery, I don't need the strawberries, I don't need all that extra stuff, just give me the bananas, we've got Bananarama for you. So this is all banana. This is banana Laffy Taffy is exactly what this smells like. Sean actually really likes this too. That's what it is. Bananarama is banana Laffy Taffy. Every time I smell this, I can almost taste it. So funny. And this is a very simple description. Sweet, golden, ripe bananas in candy form. They didn't say it in candy form, but it smells like banana Laffy Taffy. It's good. I'm telling you, if you love banana scents, this is your Bring Back My Bar month, friends. This is the month for you. Okay. Next one is Blue Raspberry Ice. Back in my day, this actually was a scent of the month, like eons and eons ago. Another different color wax. This is a blue label white wax. And this just smells like those red, white, and blue rocket pops. It's like, is it blue raspberry? I think it's blue raspberry, but it's an artificial sweetness. And I'm not mad about it because that's what it's supposed to smell like. It's supposed to smell like a popsicle, and they absolutely nailed it. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. Scentsy describes this as, remember racing to the neighborhood ice cream truck for those red, white, and blue ice pops? As I just mentioned. This fragrance recreates those perfect childhood moments with a stack of sweet cherry, icy white lemon, and blue raspberry. And I totally agree. It absolutely smells like those red, white, and blue rocket pops. And that's what their intention was, and they nailed it on the head. Okay, next one. Oh, this is one that I was so excited to see brought back. This one I think is going to go into my club. The struggle is real with this lineup for sure. And it is Blueberry Rush. Here's the thing with Blueberry Rush, and this is kind of what my guidelines, what the rules are that I abide by. This is my own personal rules when it comes to Scentsy Club. Is this a scent that Scentsy typically comes out with? And for this one, the answer is no. Scentsy typically doesn't do a ton of blueberry scents. This is blueberry, and it's just so sweet. It's sweet and tart blueberry. It's so, so nice. And Scentsy doesn't do a ton of blueberry scents, so I think I need to add this to my club. Now, you don't have to add scents to your Scentsy Club that are retiring. If you just want the convenience of Scentsy Club and having it on an auto ship basis, you can have your favorite consumable products, even if they're not retiring, add it into your Scentsy Club and just have it come to you on an ongoing basis, just for the sheer convenience of it. I have so much in my club that I have it just to like retired bars or bars that are retiring, and then everything else I'll just order on my own. But it's just so nice. I love it. So Scentsy describes Blueberry Rush. A sweet surge of ripe blueberry leads a luscious bouquet of lively cranberry, blackcurrant, and pomegranate. So I would absolutely agree with that. It is, I mostly just get the blueberry. It's definitely blueberry forward. Maybe a hint of the cranberry, but that's really about it. It's so nice. It's really, really nice. If you like blueberry scents, I definitely suggest giving this a try, especially because Scentsy doesn't typically come out with a ton of blueberry scents. So I'm here for it. Okay, next one. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Boho. Okay, Boho. This was available years ago, and I remember having just one bar left of it. It's a beautiful purple. And this was while I was working in dentistry, and I remember having, it's so nice. I remember just having one bar of it left, and with our bars, we've got 8 cubes. I can very easily go through, I typically don't leave partial bars. I'm always finishing the bars unless I can't get it anymore. And I remember I had like 4 cubes left of my last Boho bar, and I'll always remember when I decided, okay, I'm gonna warm this. I took it to work. I think it was like my birthday week or some kind of a week where I was like, I'm gonna really enjoy this. And I remember being so sad that I put it into the warmers at work. I enjoyed every moment that the warmers were on, but it's just so funny how like you can remember like things that are like kind of a big deal. I remember using my last little bit of Boho. This is really nice. And the way I'm gonna describe this is it's not gonna sound super appealing, but I promise it's beautiful. This is going into my club. Boho. It's like a plum potpourri. It's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. I can see warming this in every area of the house. This would work in your living room, in your kitchen, in your bathroom, in your bedroom. This literally, I feel like, is such a versatile scent and can be warmed and enjoyed absolutely anywhere. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Boho. Let me tell you what Scentsy describes this as, because I can tell you it's not going to be plum potpourri. So this is described as Boho, a bohemian fragrance of clove-studded winter apples entwined with juicy black plums, candied mulberries, and cinnamon sticks. So if you are sensitive to spicy scents, don't let this necessarily completely turn you off unless you're like crazy sensitive. But I like some spice in my scents, but I don't want it to be too aggressive. I want it to be like, the hints of spice are good, but especially this time of year, I'm over the spice pretty much. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for fresh and, you know, something that's not spicy. This is not spicy. Even when it's warming, from what I can remember, it's not spicy. This, I do get the like winter apple vibes. The plum is obviously coming through, but there's something in this. Let me see here again. There's something in this that gives it like potpourri vibes. It's very, but in the best possible way. I say potpourri like, you know, I don't know. I love potpourri. I think it's absolutely beautiful. But so with that, I feel like it's a fruity floral, I guess. I get the apple, I get the plum, but there is like a depth to this and a slightly like floral feeling to it, but it's not powdery floral in any kind of way. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's so pretty. So, so pretty. So pretty. Love it. So Boho, love this. It will be going into my club. And by the way, at the end of this, I am going to do my top 6 suggestions for this Bring Back My Bar, but I also gave like a top 10 too, in case you're curious of what my top 10 picks would be. Okay, next one is bubblegum. I'll give you 2 guesses and the first one doesn't count. What this smells like. This smells like bubblegum. I'm talking like that little individual piece of bubblegum that is in the yellow and blue wrapping paper, and you pop it in your mouth. It's got the white like powdery stuff on the outside. Pop it in your mouth. 2 seconds later, it's lost all the flavor. That's what this is. It's like, is it bubble yum? Is it bubble yum? I think it's bubble yum. Big League, all of those. It's straight bubble gum. I can almost taste it. I can almost taste it. So if you love bubblegum scents, remember I was just talking about blueberry. If there's a scent that you're like, oh man, like Scentsy doesn't typically come out with this, bubblegum. Scentsy typically doesn't come out with anything that smells like bubblegum. You have it. You have it here. This is described as the true scent of baseball card bubblegum, sugar and cotton candy with a hint of mint. It legit. It smells like bubblegum. So funny. Okay, next one. This is the one, you guys. I'm almost embarrassed. Okay, casting spells. Okay, so we had a moment in my VIP group. I was like, and I actually I feel like even on my channel, I kind of bashed it a little bit. I'm like, who voted casting spells back? Really? This one was a scent of the month. And I remember smelling it and not loving it. I remember there was some kind of an off, and I still need to actually look back at that video footage to see like what my thoughts were back then. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. There were a lot of people who didn't like it. I have to talk to my friends now who have had a chance to actually pick this up, who have smelled it before and were like, what? How did this get voted back? Not only do I not hate it, I like it. I remember smelling this with my VIP group and I was like, oh, casting spells back. And I remember smelling like, I don't hate this. I'm like, I actually can understand why this was voted back. Is this gonna make my club? Probably not, but it's nice. This is apples and pears, and I get like a caramel note in this. I don't think there's supposed to be a caramel note if I remember correctly, but it's apples and pears, and there's like a sweet caramel note to this, and it's nice. I don't dislike this. Now, I feel like this is more appropriate for like the fall time. I'm not rushing to warm this right now. I am gonna warm this, but I don't know. I feel like this probably would have been more appropriate for the later Bring Back My Bar, but that's okay. So if you like apples and pears year round, I think you'd like this. There's no spice in this whatsoever. I do get more, it really is apples, pears, and like a sweet caramel note. There's a sweetness, there's no spice in it whatsoever, but casting spells, and I have nothing negative to say about this. I'm shocked. I'm totally shocked. Casting spells. Who knew? Who knew? Let me tell you what Scentsy says. A bewitching blend of apple drizzle, roasted pears, and cinnamon bark. Once again, I don't get any spice. It says that there's cinnamon bark in this. I don't get any spice. I don't. Somehow it transfers from cinnamon bark out here to caramel and to my nose holes. So I don't know, but it's really nice. I don't know. Something changed. Whether it was my sniffer, whether the formulation changed, I have no idea. Want to know what I do know though? I know I love this scent. This scent is already in my club. I love this scent. I may add another bar to my club because it's just that amazing. Cherry Almond Pie. Whoop whoop. Love this scent. This is a powerhouse. We have several powerhouses in here. Cherry Almond Pie will knock your socks off and is every bakery lover's dream. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It is cherry. It is very cherry forward. The almond is very predominant. You do get that like bakery pie kind of feel. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love this. So this, like I said, this is already in my club. I think I am going to add another. It's so good. Oh, so good. And Scentsy really doesn't do a lot of scents that are like this. One thing I will say, I've heard a couple of people actually describe this as a dupe for the The Whiff Box exclusive scent from December, the maraschino sugar cookie, I disagree. I think if you like that, you're gonna love this for sure. It's not a dupe. I just want to put it out there in my opinion. I don't think it's a dupe. I think you can probably come close to that. I think I'm going to give it a try. Like if you mix sugar cookie with this, you need something more of like a cookie feeling. This is definitely cherry almond pie, and there's no almond note in the maraschino sugar cookie. Like I said, I can see how it's along the same vein. I think if you like one, you're gonna like the other. If you love one, you're gonna love the other for sure. But are they the same? My opinion is no. But man, is it good. It's so good. And this, I will tell you, this will outperform maraschino sugar cookie any day of the week. I love maraschino sugar cookie. If it does ever come back, it will immediately go into my club. Even though this, you know, is similar, they are different. Oh, so good. So cherry almond pie, so amazing. And in my opinion is an absolute must. So let me tell you what Scentsy says about this one. Orville's favorite dessert, graham crackers, sweet almond, cream, and cherries. I don't smell the graham cracker in this. I do get like a pie note. You can definitely tell it's a bakery. It's not just cherries. Like you wouldn't smell this and think, oh, it's fruity. This is a fruity bakery scent for sure. I get the warmth, I get the comforting feel, but I don't smell graham crackers. I get a pie. I get like a pie note, but I don't smell the graham crackers in this, and that's not a bad thing. This is one of my favorite scents for sure, but I just personally don't smell the graham cracker, but so good. Cherry almond pie. Okay, so moving right along here. So next one is cherry limeade. So if you are looking for, you're like, you know what? I love fruity. I don't do bakery. I wish I could have a good cherry scent, but you don't need the bakery. Bing! We have the cherry limeade for you. So cherry limeade, if you remember last year, Scentsy had released a Cars collection, the Disney Pixar Cars collection. Try to say that 5 times fast. The Cars inspired fragrance was very similar to this. It didn't last as long in my opinion, but if you loved that, you'll love this. This is sweet cherry, and you get that really like tart sour lime in this. Oh, it's so good. And it's nice and strong. It's a really great performer. Totally perfect for like summertime wax warming. Really, really good. So let me tell you what Scentsy says about this one. Zesty key lime, sweet cherry, and juicy berry. A delicious scent reminiscent of a soda fountain drink. So once again, if you love like fruit punchy kind of scents, this is really good. All right, next, another one that is already in my Scentsy Club. I don't know that I'm going to up the amount of bars that I have, but it's definitely staying put, and it is coconut cotton. This is such a fun, clean cotton scent because it's different. This is more coconut forward. It's so nice because it's like tropical meets laundry. It's so nice. I love coconut scents, and this is a really good coconut scent. It's not pineapple and coconut. It's not coconut and anything else. I mean, it is coconut and laundry, but it's more coconut forward. And the laundry, it's tropical laundry, but it is more coconut forward, which is really, really nice. So love it. It's fresh, it's clean, it's tropical, and I love it. So coconut cotton. This one's a really great bedroom scent. Fantastic. Scentsy describes this as sun-warmed cotton, creamy coconut milk, bright citrus, and white sandalwood transport you to a cabana on a tropical beach. So really nice. Okay, where are my grape lovers? Where are you at? Grape Granita. This is for you, my friends. This is for you. Typically, just like I was saying about the blueberry scents, Scentsy doesn't do a ton of grape scents, so if you love grape scents, you gotta pick this one up. This is a really nice grape scent if that's what you're into. This to me smells like cough syrup. I'm like, I smell this and I'm thinking, this smells like my childhood of like Robitussin. Like that's all I smell. I'm not knocking it, I'm just telling you it's scent memory. This is what this is, it's scent memory. So if you like that like candied grape kind of scent, this is absolutely for you. And Scentsy doesn't do a ton of grape scents, so this is the time for you to maybe give it a try if you do love grape scents typically. So Grape Granita is described as sun-warmed grape and pineapple with undertones of honeysuckle. I'm sure all of that is in there. I just smell cough syrup is what I smell. So Grape Granita for my grape lovers. Okay, next one. We have Huckleberry and Clementine. This one was actually a scent of the month a few years back as well. And this is really nice. It's, to me, so this is a nice fruity scent. It's fruity and earthy. It's sweet and tart. It's not earth-shattering to me. I think it's very nice. I like it. I'm not crazy in love with it. It's not going to be added to my club, but it's nice. It's nice. Like I said, it's sweet and tart. There's a little like earthy kind of vibe to this. And that's what I have to say about it. So Scentsy describes this as Huckleberry preserves, clementine, and a sprig of strawberry vine. So that's strawberry. As I was saying, you guys, I legit just had like a mini heart attack because I thought for like a good solid probably 5 or 10 minutes that my camera broke. It was like error, and I'm like, oh no, did I just lose all of that bring back my bar footage? Not only that, but is my camera gonna take a dump on me? This camera is amazing. I haven't had any issues with it whatsoever. This is the first time I've gotten an error message. While I had taken a couple weeks off, apparently so did my camera. And we're kind of getting back into the swing of things. So as I was saying, Huckleberry and Clementine, we're back up and running, friends. Just a usual poop show around here. Huckleberry and Clementine, I think what I was saying was that the sprig of strawberry vine is giving it that like earthy feel. And then the huckleberry is giving you that sweetness, and it's nice. Like I said, it's nice. It's not anything that's like super earth-shattering to me personally, but it is nice and I will definitely enjoy it. So Huckleberry and Clementine. You want to know what is earth-shattering and very, very near and dear to my heart, and that is Huckleberry Sage. Oh, you guys, this is another one that is in my Scentsy Club. I may just up the bar quantity in my club. I don't know, we will see. If you've been hanging around with me for probably any amount of time, really, you may have heard this story. If you've heard it 17,000 times, I do apologize, but this is my first ever Scentsy heartbreak. Everybody's got one, right? No matter if you're a consultant, no matter if you're a customer, no matter if you've been a customer for 15 years. You have had some kind of Scentsy heartbreak in your time. Thankfully, Scentsy Club, our subscription service, makes it so that that doesn't necessarily have to be a thing now. But back when Huckleberry Sage was my Scentsy heartbreak, Scentsy Club was not a thing back then. Huckleberry Sage was a scent that came back every single fall and winter season. It was one that was dependable. It was one that I knew would be back every single fall and winter season. If there were scents that I thought that would not be coming back because we didn't have Scentsy Club, I would just buy it by the truckload. I would just be like, okay, give me 75 bars. That's over exaggerating, but legit, I probably would have ordered like 20 bars if I knew that it wasn't coming back. But I didn't. I only ordered what I needed, got through it, and then I was ready for the next season. And then when fall and winter came back around, I will always remember the exact moment when I was sitting on my floor and I was like flipping through the catalogs. You're excited and I'm flipping through it and I didn't see Huckleberry Sage. And I thought, there has to be a misprint. This cannot be a real thing. This comes back every single fall and winter season. Like many of you remember Honey Pear Cider. That was probably the most recent big like heartbreak besides what's coming up, which there's some shocking scents that are retiring that I don't think are safe, but in more recent time for sure. Honey Pear Cider came back every single fall and winter season, and a lot of you were like, wait, what? It didn't come back. And maybe that was your Scentsy heartbreak. Everybody's got some kind of a Scentsy heartbreak, whether it was a limited time collection or a scent that came back that typically comes back that didn't. That's what this was for me. And I really was heartbroken. I legit thought, I mean, it's dramatic, but I was like, I am never gonna warm that scent again. Like it's so heartbreaking. And this is that for me. And I love this. As soon as this came back for a Bring Back My Bar, not this one, I think it was actually when Scentsy Club was like launched, and we had the Always Get My Bar perk. I think that's when this was in Bring Back My Bar last, and I added it. I was like, I will never be without this ever again. And it's so good. There is a freshness to this. It's huckleberries, but you have the sage, which is giving you that like freshness. I think there's cranberries in this too. It's sweet. It's beautiful. And honestly, this is a scent that I can see warming all year round. This isn't a winter specific scent. This isn't a spring specific scent. I can see warming this and enjoying this all year round. It's absolutely beautiful. It is sweet. It is fresh. It is fruity. It's clean. I love this. I love this. And this is my first ever Scentsy Heartbreak, and I will never, ever, ever have to be without this ever again. So Huckleberry Sage, my thoughts on it, and Scentsy's description is Huckleberry Sage is like finding an unexpected winter berry patch, tart ruby cranberries and sweet purple huckleberries dusted with silver sage. I absolutely agree with this. I don't necessarily think it is a winter specific scent. Maybe huckleberries are winter specific, but I think this is wonderful. I think it's wonderful. If you like sweet, not necessarily like fruity in terms of like strawberries and watermelon, things like that, but it's sweet and clean and fresh, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love Huckleberry Sage. So Huckleberry Sage. Okay, next one is one that I have been waiting to come back for Bring Back My Bar. It will absolutely, without question, go into my Scentsy Club. This was around, gosh, it was years ago. I was a consultant, Scentsy Club wasn't a thing back then. But once again, it was one of those that came back every fall and winter season, and it didn't. It didn't at some point. So it's been a few years. So this is one that I'm really glad did get voted back, and that is Mandarin Moon. This is beautiful. So this, I had actually, it's a spiced orange scent, and it's wonderful. We came pretty close to having a dupe with Rise and Sunshine, which was a scent of the month, and I did add it to my club. I am actually going to be removing it from my club because I actually like this better. This is just a little bit sweeter. It's a spiced orange scent. It's absolutely beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. And it's a great, great performer. So, and we have another scent in this lineup that is similar. In my VIP group, we asked Sean's opinion. I'll tell you his opinion. It's so funny because it's very different from what I would have thought. But Mandarin Moon is described as spirited cinnamon and glowing ginger illuminated by sweet orange and star anise. I think it's the ginger that's giving it like a little added sweetness. And it's so nice. I really, really love this one. And it brings back some kind of scent memory for me in the best possible way. It's so nice. So Mandarin Moon, that's going in my club for sure. So, okay, next one is Maui Mist. This one's another one that's gonna go into my club. It's gonna go into my club. This one I think the description I disagree with ever so slightly. This is tropical, it's a tropical floral. It's lovely. It's lovely. I love it. It's so good. I think there's coconut in here, but then there's like tropical floral vibes. It's really nice, but it's clean. It's not overly florally. And it's wonderful. Scentsy describes this as creamy bouquet of rose, lilac, wood, and musk drizzled with creamy vanilla. So there's actually no coconut in here, but I smell coconut. It's definitely tropical floral vibes. But I also get tropical fruity just in that. I smell coconut. I definitely smell coconut 100%. That's just, it's in my sniffer, but I smell it. But it's a really pretty tropical floral scent, but it's not overdone with the floral. It's not powdery in any kind of way. It's kind of fresh, almost aquatic too. So Maui Mist, really nice. I think this will go into my club. It's so nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, next one. We've just got a few more. We've just got a handful. It's gotta go in my club. Oh man. Oh, the struggle. Midnight Fig. I love me a good fig scent. I'm here for all the fig scents. I love My Wish. I love French Kiss, which is a dupe for Bath & Body Works Brown Sugar and Fig, and I love Midnight Fig. Midnight Fig is just earthy fig. That's all it is. It's just straight earthy fig. I love it. It's not for everybody. I will say it is not for everybody. Some people may be like, what is wrong with you? And that's okay. I'm a fig lover. What can I say? I love it. It's so good. It's just, and I think it's a pretty authentic fig scent. So it's really nice. Scentsy describes this as earthy ripened figs and golden berries tempered by musky woods will open your eyes and captivate your senses. They have the earthy right for sure. And earthy, not in a bad way. It just, earthy makes it smell, I think to me, means it just smells more like authentic, I feel like. It's so good though. If you like fig scents, give this one a try. It's really good. So, Midnight Fig. Next one. This is one that does get voted back quite a bit, and for good reason. It is Pink Haze. This one was also a scent of the month back a few years ago. It's so nice. This is just, it's so good. It was like around Easter time, I think, because this reminds me of Easter. Like, I remember that. It was like in March or April, I think. This was a scent of the month, and it's sweet berries and sugary vanilla. It's so nice. It's really, really nice. Scentsy describes this as a sweet confection of berries, nectarines, and vanilla-laced whipped cream nestled in marshmallow fondant. And I absolutely agree. If you don't like vanilla scents, you're not gonna like this. It's more forward in the fruity berry sense, but then you just have that sugary vanilla finish. It's lovely. I love it. Okay, next one is Salted Caramel Cupcake. She's going in my club. Absolutely. Where are my bakery lovers? Where are my bakery lovers? Because this is a must. Unless you don't like caramel scents. The caramel on this is very sweet, very decadent, very rich. But you smell that you smell that like salt note. It is the like salted caramel meets a cupcake. You do smell that like cakey, that like warm cakey note. Ooey gooey caramel. Scentsy hit the nail on the head with this one. It is so good. It actually like makes my mouth water. It smells so good, so good. Scentsy describes this as creamy golden caramel with hints of cocoa and delicate pink sea salt crowns a buttery cupcake. 100%. And if I remember this correctly, this is a really, really, really great performer. So if you love a good bakery scent, you gotta give this one a try. It is so good. It is so good. All right, next one is Shimmer, and this is another fan favorite. Of course, all 25 of these are a fan favorite, but this one gets voted back a few times too. And this is the way I make it sound is a little bit different, but it's good. It's like a perfumey cherry scent. And not cherry in that like you smell this and you're thinking, oh, this is fruity. No, this is more, to me, it's more perfumey, but you get that like cherry, it's cherry perfume. It's very, very pretty. I feel like this is a really pretty like bedroom scent. Absolutely beautiful. And if you've tried this in the body line, that's why we've kept it around in the body line, because it's that like cherry perfumey scent. So that's why it's perfect for the body line. So if you've tried it in the body line and you love it, pick it up in the wax and you will love it even more. So Shimmer, this is described as get your girly girl on, sweet cherries, velvety apricots, and sensual white musk, crowned with a tiara of shimmering spun sugar. So it's that white musk that's giving you that perfumey vibe. It's not powdery in any kind of way. It just gives you that like florally, perfumey vibe, I feel like. So Shimmer, so nice. Okay. Next one is my number one, my absolute favorite scent of all time. I know, it may be boring to some, and that's totally fine. But if you were to ask me any day of the week, any time of the year, any month, if you're like, hey, do you want to warm this? I'm going to tell you yes. Absolutely. Without question, I would want to warm this anytime. I would never have someone say, hey, do you want to warm this, and have me think, I don't really feel like that. No, I always feel like I want to warm this scent, and it is Simply Vanilla. I know that's not super exciting. I know a lot of people are like, wait, what about Sweet Plum Pastry? I love Sweet Plum Pastry. That is absolutely in my top 3 to 5 top favorite fragrances ever. But this Simply Vanilla Sweet Plum Pastry, when it's 175 degrees outside, I'm not feeling like Sweet Plum Pastry. I'm just not. Simply Vanilla, I would absolutely be in the mood for when it's 175 outside. When it's negative 175 outside, I'm always gonna feel like it. It's just a beautiful staple scent that I feel like you just can't go wrong with, and I love a good vanilla scent. So Simply Vanilla it is. And the thing about this vanilla is that it's a floral vanilla. I'm a bakery girl through and through, but this is not a bakery vanilla. This is floral vanilla. It is beautiful. I love, love, love this scent. That's why it's my number one. So Scentsy describes this as the pure fragrance of classically warm vanilla, French vanilla with a touch of coconut milk. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can never get enough of this. So that is Simply Vanilla. Okay, we've got 3 more scents to get through. The next one is the one that we are going to compare to Mandarin Moon. And this one was one that I had never actually smelled before, and it's Spiced Orange Harvest. I don't know that I've ever even heard of it, to be honest. Maybe I did and I just didn't remember, but I was like, okay, well, let's give this a try. And it's nice. I would say for me personally, so I've got Mandarin Moon here. I was like, okay, so what's gonna be the difference between the two? Sean actually prefers the Spiced Orange Harvest. He said he feels like it's not as spicy. But for me, it's so funny because I feel like this one is more spicy than Mandarin Moon. So leave a comment below if you have smelled Spiced Orange Harvest and Mandarin Moon together. What are your thoughts? Which one do you feel like has more spice to it? That's the $1 million question. And then let me know which one you prefer. But I feel like Spiced Orange Harvest has more spice in it, and it has more, I don't know, of an artificial orange scent. And then Mandarin Moon, it's sweeter. It's sweeter. And is this the one with the ginger in it? I think this is the one with the hint of ginger, which gives it a different sweet element, kind of, I don't know. Ginger always gives me funky vibes, not funky in a bad way, but just sweet funky vibes. I love it. I love ginger scents. And yeah, this has the little hint of ginger in this, and it's so nice. I love it. For me personally, I prefer the Mandarin Moon over the Spiced Orange Harvest, but I love them both. Very similar. For me, I feel like Spiced Orange Harvest is just a teensy bit more spicy. But let me tell you what Scentsy says about this. Spiced Orange Harvest is described as strong sweet oranges spiced with cloves and cinnamon, which is so funny that Sean was like, no, this isn't as spicy. His nose holes are broken. That's okay. Okay, we've got the last 2 scents that we're going to talk about here. Next one is Sugar. And this is another fan favorite. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. This, if you are familiar with Aquilina's Pink Sugar perfume, that's what this smells like. It is cotton candy meets a perfume. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think this is a beautiful bedroom scent as well. This is described as fruity blend of lemon drops and cotton candy. It is cotton candy, but I feel like it's cotton candy meets perfume. So it's very pretty. So I love it. So Sugar is available for Bring Back My Bar. And last but most certainly not least is Thunderstorm. I know this one is a fan favorite as well. I know a few of my friends who are like, yes, finally Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm, to me, it smells like a bar of soap. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just think this smells like a clean bar of soap. maybe slightly masculine. It's nice. I think if you like soapy kind of scents, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that in a bad way. There is a scent from the Find Your Happy wax collection that is in my club, Wild Barefoot and Free. That smells like Irish Spring bar soap to me. It's in my club because I love that. So I may actually have to try warming those together, not in the same warmer, but I feel like these would probably complement each other. We'll see. So Thunderstorm is described as very refreshing, sharp, spicy outdoor fragrance like the breeze in a storm. I wouldn't call this spicy necessarily. I do get the like feeling that it is a sharp fragrance, but it's nice. I feel like it's nice. I feel like it's clean and kind of refreshing. So I wouldn't smell this and think, ooh, it's spicy. But it's good. I think if you like I said, to put it in like layman's terms, I feel like if you like soapy smells, I feel like you'll really like this. So that is Thunderstorm. So those are the 25 Bring Back My Bar fragrances that are currently available during the month of January 2022. Now, do you want to know, would you like to know what my picks are? So I like to do picks of like 6 because then I create my own little like 6 bar bundle, but with my VIPs I did a top 10. So I'll give you my top 10, but I'll tell you if you only want to know what my 6 picks would be, I'll give you those. So number 1 would be Simply Vanilla, of course. Number 2 would be Huckleberry Sage. Number 3, Mandarin Moon. Number 4, Cherry Almond Pie. Number 5, Salted Caramel Cupcake. Number 6, Boho. So those would be my top 6 picks for this Bring Back My Bar round. And then 7 through 10, in case you're curious, would be Pink Haze, Sugar, Maui Mist, and Midnight Fig. So those would be my top 10 Bring Back My Bar picks. Let me know in the comments, did you pick up any Bring Back My Bars yet? Let me know. If you already have your bars, let me know what your favorites are. I love to hear from you guys. I think this is an amazing lineup of fragrances. I feel like we do have some good variety, I feel like. I mean, we've got soapy scents, we've got floral scents, we've got fruity scents. I feel like we've got a really good variety, and I think overall it's a really good lineup. So I think this is a great Bring Back My Bar, and I was so excited to share it with you. Before I get off, I was gonna say the line, but before I get off the camera with you guys, let me share with you the Scentsy Club exclusive bars that were not shown here today. I am going to do a separate video on those 10 bars when they come in, and those 10 bars that are available to add to your Scentsy Club now. Scentsy Club is our subscription service, so you cannot purchase these bars that I'm going to name off. You can't purchase them as an individual purchase, but you can add them to a Scentsy Club or create a Scentsy Club and add them. And then once you get them, if you're like, yeah, I don't really need a subscription for this, you can always cancel. So I would say if you're wanting to try them out, set up a club, order them, and then just cancel the club. There's no strings attached. You don't have to like sign any contracts or anything like that. So if you want to try any of these, and I'm going to give you my suggestions, but that would be the way to do it. So the 10 bars that are Scentsy Club exclusive would be Aussie Plum, Bora Bora Blossom, already went into my club, highly, highly recommend. Caramel Pear Crisp, Hendrix, My Home, Oats and Honey, highly, highly, highly recommend as well, also went immediately into my club. Simply Rose, Southern Evening, which I feel like if you like Southern Evening, or I feel like if you like Thunderstorm, you'll like Southern Evening. I feel like it's kind of like along the same vein there, if I remember correctly. Once again, I did go ahead and order all 10 after my sniffer went a little bit like crazy over casting spells. I was like, what just happened? So I went ahead and just ordered all the Scentsy Club bars, so that way I can sniff through them, and then I will definitely be making some cuts, but figured I'd show you those. So Southern Evening, Toffee Butter Crunch, really, really great one as well, and World Traveler. World Traveler would be the one that I am feeling like, that and Simply Rose. I'm just not really that into, but we'll see. I don't know. It seems like my nose is having a change of heart in some things. So we shall see. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for such a crazy long video. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. Be sure to leave a comment down below what you are looking forward to trying most, or what your favorite bring back my bars are. I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you're new, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you stay up to date with all things Scentsy. All right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.